Hi guys, and welcome back to the Elaine the Pain podcast. I've got some really amazing guests with me, and we have a really interesting topic to talk about. So, I have with me Lit Funny Mummy, who's a life coach. Hi,
Hey,
thank you for being
hey.
here.
Thank you for having
And
me.
I also have a bomb girl over here who is a business service provider, a beauty service provider, and she is my little sister.
Hey.
So the reason why I wanted you guys in particular to come here is because I feel like you're very articulate and you also, have different perspectives, and I agree with most of what, you guys
Thank
have to
you.
say. And, recently I feel like you guys know me the best when it comes to this particular topic, which is hookup culture and women's safety. Now, the reason why I wanted to talk about this particular topic was because not too long ago last year, off of the back of the whole young Philly situation, I started questioning, women's safety and what we are doing to kind of combat that, or do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
at that time it was like a really big thing, like I don't know what it is, like every couple of months a guy, especially a black guy's getting arrested for like sexual assault or rape or something like that, and it's just like, what is what is going on? So in terms of like dating, do you believe that women are at risk of danger or anything like that in particular? Because I really want to put this question out and ask this question. Sinead, tell me.
They are.
Wagwan.
Wagwan for the women. Them.
Yeah.
My thing is this. You can date all you want to date, but have you dated with intention, with your safety as its first priority?
Right.
We're looking at all the dating apps in this new day and age, these online hookup cultures. The raves have gone left with all the drugs that are also in them. And also friendship circles, family backgrounds. What do those look like, and how are they promoting and teaching you to carry yourself forward in the most healthiest way as a young lady? Because I don't feel like it's something that should start from the time when you're hitting as a woman.
Right.
I think it's a safety barrier that we need to teach our children, because at the end of the day, children date too.
Exactly.
And
true.
as much as people don't want to hear that, it's the truth. You do see, and you also see parents pushing that. I've seen so many parents pushing even their toddlers and saying, oh, go, look, we're going on a date with this one. And I'm looking at them like, how are you taking your toddler on a date?
What? Wait.
Listen,
Is this a thing?
It's a thing.
How is that a thing?
Girl, you ain't watching enough TikTok and socials. Yeah. You're not
I don't watch
watching
any
enough.
TV.
You ain't watching enough TikTok and socials. You're seeing it from a very young age where they like to call themselves content creators. I just call them families that are doing and making content. They are meeting up with other families with minimal understanding or knowledge about their backgrounds and stuff. And it might be a case of, say, for instance, don't want to call no names, but say, for instance, I've got a little one, you've got a little one, I might have a little boy, you've got a little boy. We think, okay, let's take them to the fun fair. But then you're promoting things like, let them hold hands. And you're actually then, from a very young age, teaching your children, yes, you can hold hands, but are they holding hands with the intentions of friendship? Or have you got an elicited mindset behind it and saying, let them hold hands with...
But how does that tie into like two people, women going on a date and the risk of that? So what are you saying? Like how...
Boundaries are not being set at fundamental ages.
Okay.
And I think that's one of the key things that are missing. I think it's important to have your children around all different age groups. I've always been an advocate of having children in outside activities so that they get to sit and be amongst other people as well. Because a lot of our young people, they grow up in either their communities, their education systems, and then what happens is they go out to a wider area. And then you start, look, man, as a little girl, move yourself.
Wait. Have you like, because when we were growing up, right, like, I remember us just, you know, if a guy was like interested in us or whatever it is, like, it wasn't in the back of our mind, like, he could be a predator, he could be this, he could be that. So that's why.
Yeah, but I feel like at those ages, most of the people you're going to meet are people you're in school.
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
starts from then anyways. These are people you're seeing every day and stuff like that. But like what Lit Mummy said, the foundation of where it comes from, like the family home, is like where the sorting process starts, or you teach them the boundaries of what they should be or or shouldn't be looking out for.
What's appropriate and what's not.
The fundamentals of what is it that you would like. I don't think that's been, but me personally, dating culture, I don't really do online dating just because of that. I already have the awareness of, like, I don't know these people. I'm not just going to talk to you on an app and then meet out with you. I'd have to talk to you for months. Even, like, I would have to talk to you for maybe almost a year.
Oh, God.
For me. Because I just don't... I swear.
You are not getting out of this cookie.
No, it's true. I wouldn't. Because I just don't... I feel like it takes a while to really sift through people's, like, because how they present themselves to you first is not who they really are. So even in dating culture in general, like, sometimes I tell my younger clients, take your time and just speak to people maybe for, like, because after 3 months the mask starts slipping anyway. So you're gonna now start, because if you do certain things before those 3 months, it might be harder to get out because now your feelings are involved and all that stuff. But 3 months of just chatting to you and nothing, all right, cool, and now I don't like you, bye. Because it takes me a while to think if I like you, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Because people pretend. So,
And I think it also comes down to attachment styles. And what are your intentions when you're going out on a date?
Yeah.
Because enough people see date as, I went to the rave and I drawed back home my man. That's not dating, babe.
That's not dating.
No,
You
but
get
it's
what I
true,
mean?
it's
Like,
true.
and that
It's not.
happens so regular. We laugh, but it happens more than what some would like to admit. Do you know?
No, it's true. It's true, 'cause
Being intentional about dating is so key and so fundamental to even having a successful relationship. Getting to understand someone, like Sister said, like 3 months, the mask starts falling off. They say it takes a good 6 months to really see somebody's
you've
true
got
colours and
time.
intentions for you.
But I think the way society has made it like a pressurized thing for women in general, the way we're groomed anyway, we feel like, you don't even know that you've said a lot of stuff to your potential suitor, who you think you could be for your potential suitor, and that person is listening to everything you want and playing out that role and they can only do that for so long.
Yeah.
But you might think, oh yeah, because I just met that person, they're doing everything I said I wanted in a person, that's my person, okay, cool. And after a couple months, I can't do that anymore. Now you start seeing the real them. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
But I feel like that should be common sense. That should be a given.
No, but it's not,
Girl.
because, okay,
That should be.
let me give you an
Girl.
example.
That should be though.
Common sense.
No, because let me give you an example.
Go
Because
on.
even someone I dated before, basically said that he's never been on dates, so dating is new to him. He just meets up with girls, and if they like each other, rah rah rah. But
What, he just
never had to date. He's never had to date anybody.
He just sleeps. But that's the type of
Not
women that
not
he's going
just
for, though. That's the
no,
type of caliber
yeah,
of
but
women
that's
that
what I'm
he's
trying.
going for.
But in those, say they've all grown up in that same environment, that might be
Yeah.
normal to them. I didn't
Okay.
grow up in that environment, so I'm like, well, yeah, we'll have to go out, and dating is me getting to know you, seeing if I like you, and if I don't like you, we keep it moving.
Yeah, that's the
like,
whole
it
concept,
doesn't
isn't
mean
it?
that it has to lead, but maybe because they don't do that, going into that, he might have thought dating is serious because he never has to go out with no girl or do nothing like that.
Yeah.
I'll put no.
Is that like Netflix
It's and chill.
Netflix, listen.
Netflix and chill. They do
Netflix.
merch.
No, but those are bottom
that-
barrel girls. I'm not gonna lie. If you're okay with doing the whole Netflix and chill, I remember having a conversation with my friend because we all met up and we were at a barbecue and whatever. And she was just like, oh yeah, you know, like obviously they're dating and whatever it is. And they were like, oh yeah. And she felt so strongly. She was like, oh yeah, you know, I will pay for half the first day, this and that. And I said, you will? She was like, yeah, because obviously I don't want him to waste the time as well as he's not wasting mine. And I don't want him to feel obligated or, you know, that he's expecting anything or something like that. And I said, what you need to do is find your power in saying no. Even if you do pay for the day, even if he does pay for the day, even if he takes you here, if he takes you there, you still have the power to say, brethren, like, no, pump your brakes. This is not that. I don't understand why women are so afraid to be like, oh, let me just pay so he doesn't get the wrong end of the whatever it is.
I think
Wait,
in
so
today's
what was the
society,
intention
no
of...
is a lot of people don't know how to say no. That's the part there. A lot of people, they have these undertone intentions, you know. Butterflies is happening, the minis all jumping, tensing up your legs and them things there. No is no.
Yeah.
And another thing is do men understand what no is?
I think if you put authority behind it, then yeah, because I've never been in a situation where I told a man no and he's been like, like I'm not prone to be manipulated like that, like, because I'm very like in my own mindset and I will cuss you out and whatever, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I have that power, but maybe some women don't. And I guess maybe it's a safety thing. Once again, like, is it safer to just pay for your half of the day so he's not expecting anything from you, and then you go about your business so nothing can be misconstrued, nothing can whatever, and you just go about your day?
How about before you start dating anyone, find out if you're even on the same page. What are his expectations? How does a relationship look like to him? What does a relationship look like to you? Make sure you're on the same page before you even get into that situation, because yes, maybe it might be unsaid now. He's looking at you away because he's paid for the day and he's expected something.
Yeah.
And now you're too afraid to say no or whatever. But what is your understanding of dating and what is his understanding of dating then? Because that's an exchange. That's not a date.
But I think when we're speaking about that, we have to remember that a lot of our language just comes simply from our body language.
Yeah.
It's not about the words that actually leave our mouths. It's about how you present yourself. What's the tonality of how you situate yourself in certain circumstances? Are you going there and trying to be a babe, like, hey, do you get what I mean? Like, I can't stand a high pitched babe. Like, I'm like, can you just bring your actual self to the table? But then you also have man them who be on mattress at home, but yet they're wearing Prada out on road. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and we have to look at it. Like, it's a big and it's a wide subject. We could be here all day talking about it. I think a lot of the times when we're looking at things pertaining to dating, we have to look at the unsaid signals.
True.
What do those look like? Are you even aware that there's unsaid signals?
But this is the thing, and this is why some guys get themselves into situations that they can't get out of, because a lot of them don't know how to read body language. A lot of them don't know, oh, this woman looks uncomfortable because of she's stiff, she doesn't know where to look, she physically is telling you that she looks uncomfortable. But some men are just literally completely blank. But this is the thing, I want to switch up gears now.
And some girls too.
Some girls what?
Completely
Can't
blind.
read the room.
Can't read the room. Like,
but how often
you're walking with your eyes
closed.
Well,
This is the thing, how often do girls make guys feel uncomfortable?
you'd be surprised.
I'd be surprised.
But how common is it?
How common is it for girls to make guys feel uncomfortable?
Well, I would say, given the stats being around 11,000 men across just the UK alone actually going through DV, it's pretty high.
I don't know.
That's minimal.
Maybe
stats.
because it's not publicised and spoken
And
about.
it's
We
that
don't
part.
know that.
We don't-
You'd have to look
I
into
get
it.
that.
hear the
and
men's voices
Yeah,
on
the
that.
men would need to flesh that out. But all right, let me switch gears then, because I also want to talk about the groupie culture and whether that still exists. Like, because we can sit here till we're blue in the face talking about, oh, women this and women that and what we can and can't do. But we also need to look at the women who who are not doing and who are bad and who don't influence the right way. And in terms of the groupie culture, that's a big thing, and no one speaks about that. No one speaks about the guys getting bottles for their table. They've all paid this, that. The girls scooching in, you know, laughing that, oh yes, I would like a drink and this, that, and the third. And then they're all drinking or whatever it is, and they're having a whale of a time. She's there drinking out their drink or whatever it is. And there's something there, do you know what I'm saying? Which is, are you thinking of your safety in that aspect? Because when I went to America, it's like a really big thing over there, like group. I haven't really seen it in like, well, to be honest, I go to yardie parties and everyone buys their own bottle. But when we go to London clubs,
He's at the yardie parties. I'm in the soca fit. We all drinking. We all whining. We all just having a good time.
But I'm saying, like, maybe when we just go to a normal club, that is a thing, and no one is addressing that, and no one is saying that these girlies make a beeline for these men.
No, they do.
I've
seen it with my own two eyes, and it's sad. It's sad because it's the reason why I feel like we are now missing that is because it's no longer within our age group to that capacity.
Right.
But when I'm looking at the younger generation, please Lord believe, I have seen chicks be getting dressed they haven't even washed, and they want to be putting on their best selves, talking about, oh yeah, I'm going in the cab down to central London to go buck such and such, and then such and such sees them and thinks, yeah, you're not coming in today. Do you get what I mean? Like, you ain't even bathed. Go bathe your skin before you go out.
Listen, you know that you said that, yeah? Because I used to work in security, and when I used to check these girls' bags, the girl has thongs and a toothbrush. I'm thinking...
Where you going tonight?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you are proper on going to another man's house to get digged out, and you're really carrying toothbrush and thong.
No,
my
let's
eyes couldn't believe
that,
it.
Elaine.
My eyes
not
couldn't
going
believe
to
it.
another man's house. Going to a complete stranger's
Complete strangers' house, exactly. And that brings up the point as well.
Last I knew, when I was 6 and 7, stranger danger was coming to my school. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, but it starts at home, isn't it? Who's teaching you that this is okay? And if you have no guidance and your guidance is your friends, then...
Not good friends.
They're not that they don't know any better.
Come on. It's common sense.
No, I'm saying, all right, we've all been young before.
Yeah.
And if you have no guidance at home, first of all, that's where it starts, because who the hell is even telling you that this is okay? Then the next thing, once you don't have no guidance at home, no parents telling you, yeah, you just don't do those things, the next thing they're looking for guidance, remember they're growing up, is their friends. And if their friends are doing it, they think it's okay. That's how a lot of people find themselves in Dubai, with their friends. They don't go with their family. You get what I'm trying to say? It's their friends.
Shani, if you're watching this, you are not allowed to Dubai no time soon, baby. I'm sorry,
but it's true. But a lot that happens a lot, not just amongst women. It happens a lot amongst men. If they don't have any proper guidance.
What's trending?
What's popular? Everyone's doing it. Okay. So, but if you've been taught otherwise, you know, okay, these are certain grounds, foundations that, like, I wouldn't ever think about going home with a man from a club. I wouldn't even think that finding a man in a club is going to be my man. I might chit chat here and there, but when we go, I don't even give out my number. So, but that's how we was raised foundationally. That's not like, I just know that because I was taught that. So now growing up, that's how I carry myself. I'm not gonna go into.
But this is the thing, you know, my whole issue with the whole club thing, right? And I've said this before, and people lit me up on X, Twitter, whatever it is. Calling me all sorts of names. I don't repeat it.
I love the fact that you just happily admit you got lit up.
Yeah, I got lit. Listen, they were dragging me, but I was like, I don't give a fuck because I'm on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't care. You can do whatever you want. But I feel like what I was saying was, in terms of women and their safety, especially when you're clubbing, why is it so important for you to go back with a guy, whether it's to a hotel, whatever it is, and you're not thinking about getting in the car with him drunk. First of all, that's fail safe number one. You're also drunk, fail safe number two. Then he's getting a hotel, fail safe number three. It's like you've got all of these fail safes that you're going through, and it's completely blank to you
because
you're
the lily tongue are from.
But then this is the thing: when something happens, and you know you change your mind or whatever it is, some women have come out and said, "Oh, I expect him to keep me safe." Are you having a fucking laugh? He's a predator.
No, but
why do you expect a predator to keep you safe? You are supposed to keep you safe. The same way you cross the road, you look both ways to keep yourself safe. It's the same way you don't get into a car with a drunk man and also go back to a hotel with him. Why is it that you can't take his number and meet him at the coffee shop or a dinner or whatever it is?
That's not cool.
Yeah.
That's what the aunties do.
The whole thing is, I feel like
their age group don't do that.
No,
that's what the aunties
I don't
do.
feel like it's that. I feel like the whole thing is validation.
And lack of self-respect.
Because how can you expect a stranger that is his job to protect you?
Exactly.
He don't know you. But I think the whole thing is like, a lot of this generation anyway is about status, how they look. Oh, I'm going home with this baller. Oh, he's got like... obviously, I deal with like a lot of younger women as well, like in my services. So when they talk, oh, he's got so much money, he's got this, he might not even, but he looks like he has money, or he does actually have money, and it's a status thing, and then it's like, oh yeah, this is who I'm dealing with. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, even like I would say, even I used to say to my friends when we was younger, like, and girls is leaving the club with this guy and that and blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, he's got a watch, he's got a car and everything else. You get slept with, and then what after that? Because he don't want to know.
Exactly.
But some girls,
he's not even
what
trying.
we have to actually say is some girls want to be treated like that.
No, I don't think they do. I think they have a warped perception of what they actually think is going to happen in their head.
Like what?
Like they feel like, okay, now he's giving me a bit of attention, and now I'm going to be fucking with this guy, and it could potentially lead somewhere because now you're actually in proximity with them and socializing with them. Remember, it's about status really, and how it looks. Look, everything. Look at social media.
You know what?
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So
that's a good point.
And I
go on.
Obviously, I would like talk to my clients, younger clients and stuff, and just give them the real. Like at the end of the day, when you actually look at it, men don't operate like that. So even if you feel like you're going home with this guy because he's got this watch, this car, blah blah blah, once he sleeps with you, what is gonna? Do you think is gonna make you so different than any other girl that he's now gonna want to get to know you when you're acting like every other girl?
Well, what I learned the other day by one of my male friends was a male actually knows when he's met a decent woman from the jump.
Because they don't act certain ways.
They know. And you will see them alter their ways to treat that woman decent or
depending
that
on
girl
how
decent.
Depending on how you act,
this
but
is
how
the
you
thing.
portray yourself.
But this is the thing. When I did a TikTok live, when that whole Philly thing was happening, right? There was this girl that came on there and she wanted to talk about her friend because apparently her friend was sleeping with young Philly. And apparently, like, young Philly used to treat her like shit or whatever it was and all of that sorts of stuff, right?
Allegedly.
And yeah, allegedly, right? And then allegedly, she went back and she was crying about it and whatever it was to her friend and was like, oh, how can you treat me like shit is an arsehole, da-da-da-da-da. So anyway, now, Philly called her and was like, oh, I'm outside downstairs or whatever it is, come down. And the friend was like, are you going to go? And she's like, yeah. She said, what? She said, why are you... He was like, oh, no, it's fine. Like, whatever. Anyway, now, she went, spent the night with young Philly, came back. Apparently, she reported to her friend, allegedly, that what happened was Philly was being an arsehole to her again. But he said, either take your clothes off or come out the hotel room. That is what... So he gave her a choice. He said, take your clothes off or come out the hotel room. And what did she do? She took her clothes off. And then she came back crying, talking about, oh, he's an arsehole, this, that, and the third. she was like, why do you do this to yourself? Why are you going, oh, it's because of like his status and the people that he hangs around with and this and that. And apparently this is all happening up in Manchester or wherever the hell, you know what I'm saying, they're filming or whatever it is, or their connections. So I understand where you're coming from, the sense of status, and this is why they're doing what they're doing. So it absolutely makes sense.
Can I just make another point?
Yeah.
Even with the R. Kelly thing and the young girls and stuff, like, I feel like I would have enough common sense to be like, no, this is wrong, and leave.
Yeah.
But even their parents putting them in certain situations when they knew better, and then you're going to come afterwards and complain. It's all about where they think they're going to get to being surrounded by these people or being in proximity with these people. That's what I like notice, if that makes sense. Yeah. So even like you confirming what I said, this is what I noticed, and I deal with like a lot of people. I've dealt with like a lot of influencers as well and stuff like that, and I just know that that's made the common theme of it, and validation as well for some other women.
I think the list that goes behind that kind of behaviour is endless. There's daddy issues, there's family issues, there's black sheep issues, there's so many issues that I think filter into it.
That just comes under validation. That's like my whole thing of validation. Whatever issues you have, you need validation in some sort of area while you don't hold what your true ethics are, or your true self, like what is true to you, that you're going against it to say no. When the young lady went with Philly and he was allegedly giving her two choices or whatever, and she came back afterwards complaining to her friend, but why couldn't you just have the confidence to be like, I don't agree with this, and if that's, then fine, I'll leave. It's nothing to me to leave.
See, I disagree. I think that the options were taken away from her from the moment that she was unhappy with whatever was going on between her and him via phone or whatever it was. She didn't need to leave the hotel in the first place. Go sit down.
And do what?
Why are you leaving the hotel to now meet somebody who's clearly frustrated or annoyed with you?
Oh, yeah.
Do you see what I mean? There were steps you could have taken.
House, but yeah, he was outside.
So she should have stayed at her friend's house.
Absolutely. But this is my whole thing as well. Like, even when it comes to like women's safety, even if you are sleeping with a stranger or whatever it is, and I've always said this and I'll always be an advocate for it, make sure that it is your choice. So when you wake up in the morning, you don't feel like a piece of shit because you have made that decision to sleep with that man. It was a good night, you had fun, you got your rocks off, now it's back to business. Yeah. I don't need the validation of you calling me the next day and this is that, because it was my idea. We had fun, see you later, sir. But because why you feel like shit after that was because it was never your decision, because you clearly were trying to validate him, or were looking for validation from him. So the only validation you could get is giving him your body.
Which is sad, because your body is your temple.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they're not taught that, unfortunately.
Well, hopefully you learn it here today. Okay? Your
that.
body is your temple,
and you know,
ladies.
we was even taught, you know,
and men.
We was even taught, you know, when obviously as we was getting older, we were actually sat down and had a talk, and we was given advice from a male role model in our life at the time, that do it when you're ready. Don't follow your friends. Do it when and you know, then you might feel pressured as well if it's someone you love or you're with, or you're dating and whatever. But do it when you're ready. And like Elaine said again, so that if you do it when you're ready and it's you feel like it was your decision, after that there's no need for validation. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's no need to be oh, are you okay? What's going on between us? You've been so distant, or whatever the hell, all this other shit that they say. Like, I would, you know, I'd rather die than saying that shit.
We ain't.
I can't be bothered.
Please don't. We need you here.
I just don't.
How did we get to that?
No, but me, I just don't see myself begging. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, yeah, if that was to ever happen, I just, yeah, if we talk, we talk. If we don't, I've still got my life. I'm not going to die.
True.
You know what I mean?
So in terms of like women's safety and like having a plan in place, like a safety plan in place, how important do you guys feel like it is? Because, you know, I'm gonna admit, growing up, like 1918, I had common sense, but it wasn't like it's a really big thing. Like, I'd never leave my friends. That's one thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Never go off with man or whatever. I've never actually done it.
But we was taught that, though.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
we
same.
were taught that. Like, stay with your friends,
go out
don't
with
leave your
your-
friends, don't go off with man.
Yeah.
And those, you know what I'm saying? But I thought that was just common sense, like people knew. But people actually don't. So when you are in a man's presence or whatever it is, like, you need to have your safety, like your location, all of these sorts of things. Like, how have you, when you were growing up or when you were younger, how did you keep yourself safe?
We, first of all, I was raised just like yourselves. You don't leave your friends.
Yeah.
You text or call back then. Well, it's probably text and call, I suppose. There was no
Well,
WhatsApp.
yeah, you had your T-Mobile minutes,
But
innit?
yeah, you get what I mean.
On the weekend.
You could even buy £3 credit. But you, like, my mum wouldn't let me and my sister out without having a means of contact. She wouldn't go to bed without knowing that we was back home in that house safe. She wouldn't, we had to give her all the details. Like, if we say we're going back, then it was what, Cloud 9, I think it was called. Big up Vauxhall. And I think them times there, I think the rave would finish at like 1 o'clock, say for instance. And because it was only down the road, not too far from where we were, we never had restrictions.
Okay.
Because there was 2 of us, that was also very helpful. Were we the greatest pair to be out together? Well, I know what my intentions were, and that was to hit the dance
you
floor.
were cutting
But we
up.
were also dancers as well, so we were really popular in our area.
Oh, I
Yeah, we were. We have a
What?
1, 2, look, shook. Do
I
you
know,
get what I mean?
I
A 1,
know.
2, something. So yeah, so we were quite popular. So anytime we went out, everybody knew who we were, where we came from, who we belonged to. So I think when you're growing up in your environment, be something great. Be an example of something great. So that way it's not just a small set of people that know you. You have a wider network around you. So my mum never really got restless in that kind of capacity. I also have a brother that's 8 years my senior. So you fuck around and find out, innit? Do you get what I mean? That was also very helpful growing up, and nobody didn't want to come against my brother because he was a good like 5'11". Do you get what I'm saying? I ain't even trying him today.
But you also have a young child, like a young daughter.
I do.
So those things that your mum told you, you've instilled.
I've
in her
instilled
also.
into her, but then I also have they've grown up how I've grown up. I can't fault my mum in terms of the safety plan she had in place for us, and it wasn't just a safety plan for me and my sister. If I went out and there was, okay, I'll tell you a time where we went out one time. There was me, my sister, we flexed with another 2 sisters. They were also part of the dance group, and they had a friend. We come back from Cloud 9. God knows how old I was. Couldn't have been no older than about 14, 15, 16. Do you get what I mean? And we're on the bus and we're going back. We get all the way back to our estate. And these 2 guys get on and they're basically trying to flirt with us. Now, you can see we are children.
Yeah.
But we're out beyond hours that children should be out on.
Right.
Anyway, cool. We're just a whole vibe on the bus. Do you get what I mean? We've just had
At
the
the back
best
of the bus.
rave. To be fair, so this is another thing. Come a certain time, my mum would tell us straight, you don't sit on the top of the bus at the back, you sit behind the driver.
Okay.
So on this day,
You went to
we
the
go
back
to
with
the
her.
top.
Went to the top of the
We've already broken mama's rule number 1. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, me and my sister are very much aware, boy, anything cracks down, we know what our plan is. Do you get what
yeah,
I mean?
we
I
know
don't know
our
about
plan.
anyone
Yeah,
else's
yeah,
household,
yeah.
but we got our plan. And the girl ends up taking off her shoe. And this is why I like the saying, 7 brothers, 7 different minds. Because the 4 dancers, we're just trying to get our backsides home. No, not the friend. She takes off her shoe and she clean buses the man in his head. Why are we now darting off the bus, blowing through the park, can't turn the corner fast enough because we're literally ripping. So we've had to run into the estate. They get off the next stop, chase after us, pick up her same shoe she buses the man's head with and buses her head. And back then I felt so terrible for her. She's one man up. Now, this is the thing about not knowing who your parents know. my mum actually ended up knowing her mum.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't aware of this. I'd never met this girl a day in my life.
Okay,
As far as I'm concerned, she's the other two girls' friend. Do you get what I mean? But once the incident kind of happened, it all kind of came to the surface and was revealed. And yeah, she ended up getting a massive payout for it. Do I think she deserved the payout? I'm not going to sit here and say yes. Do you get what I mean?
Because how did she end up busting the man?
Victim support.
No, but how did she end up busting the man in the head in the first place? What did he do? Did he touch her or
no?
Was
he
what?
was just I think they were probably just whistling or singing towards us. It was nothing crazy.
In her head
And this is why I say 7 brothers, 7 different minds. Just because I think the way I think, you think the way you think, and we've all got the same upbringing, it don't mean that another person's also got that mindset. Because sometimes actually that friend could be the friend that actually is never allowed out.
Yeah.
So the one time they're allowed out, they're going to do too much. Do you see what I mean? Whereas me going out as a child, I didn't have restrictions like that. We danced all over the country. We went to little under 18s raves as a group. Do you get what I mean? Like, so, but then you had the children that don't come from a community like mine. They came from streets and roads.
But wait, even like growing up, because I remember the under 18s like thing where, you know, we were allowed to like go to that and whatever. And obviously people would pick us up from there or drop us off and whatever it is. And it was just okay. Like, we didn't get, you know what I'm saying, harassed or whatever, but maybe that was just the area that we're living in. But even me growing up, I had some, and this is what I'm saying, like, I'm very particular in who I go out with, and I always keep the same people I go out with. I don't go out with people who get paralytically drunk because you ruin my night and now I have to look after you. Don't call my phone again. Right. We're both wrong. Don't call my phone again. The second one is if you keep leaving the group and now I have to search for you because my standards and values are I'm not leaving you behind. So you better bring your ass into the taxi and into the car so we can go home. You're the one that's all holding us up here. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you're chatting to man or you want to go off with man. I will be that friend. Sorry. Yeah. And you're always. Yeah, I'm always in it because you could be a potential predator. So she needs to find her ass in the taxi. But I know sometimes this is a thing, it's really hard as well to kind of like manage your friends, because I've had a situation where my friends riled up on me, you know, because I'm trying to keep her safe. I'm thinking to myself, are you okay? Like, I'm literally trying to keep you safe and this man is grabbing you up and you're all, are you okay? At that point, there's nothing else I can do. I'm going to ask you, are you okay? No, it's fine, leave me. Cool. But nothing is going to be on me because I asked you the question, you understand? Has that ever happened to you?
I wouldn't say she was a friend.
Okay, well, she was okay.
Also in another country. And
what?
It was in Jamaica, yeah. It was in another country. And my core friends, we know, okay, if we're all going out together, we're all leaving together. But I feel like this particular person, I'll say, the way she was moving on the holiday anyway, we could have kind of picked up that it wasn't that for her. She wanted to, we've gone to a birthday dinner and she's gone to sit over at the next table when we finished the dinner, like with some artists and stuff we was there with. And there was like some people that do like news and whatever and whatnot. So she's gone to the other side. I didn't even know when she got these people's number. Then one of my other friends stayed with her dad, and then us three all went somewhere else, like stayed in another hotel. And then one of my friends, obviously she smoked, so she was just out of it. And then the other girl, who's their acquaintance, wanted to go out, but obviously I'm thinking she can't go out by herself. And then the driver that we had didn't, they must have fell asleep or whatever, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to go with her. The other girl's in the hotel, she's safe, I'm gonna have to go with her. So we've gone to the club now. All of a sudden one of the people from the dinner popped up there, so obviously I didn't know she had the number. She's telling me the places to go, like that we're going, the club or whatever, and I'm saying, how do you even know this club? Like, because normally I never, like when I was younger, I never used to stay in Kingston. I used to stay like in country. So obviously I know Ochi, them type, but I've been Kingston, but I never go out because we was young. But then obviously these times now we're like 19, 20, whatever. Cool. So gone now Kingston, then we've gone to this club. She's met one of the guys that was at the dinner. Remember, this is the first time we've all met them. Me and the other girls don't have no one's number, you know. You've gone and got people's numbers. Then there was... So he's gone now to buy us drink, yeah. And then she saw one of the other guys up in the VIP and he's calling us to come over. And then I'm like, you can't do that because he's just gone to buy us drink. Like, you know, there's certain morals. And obviously he didn't... He just offered me a drink to be nice. He's really chatting to her, but it's like you can't. There's certain things you just can't do, and like you're just moving mad. Do you get it? So that was one. And then same night now, she wants to go to she met another guy in the club who's apparently a producer, or whatever. We've gone to a street party now. Well, I just asked the cabman, like, oh, can you just wait for us to get, because I don't know, like, how we're getting home, whatever. She's like, no, they're going to drop us home. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But obviously, I'm just thinking, I can't leave this girl, but she's starting to piss me off in real life, because now it's like the friend is thinking, she's looking vulnerable, and the friend might be thinking, I'm interested in him, but I'm not. Do you get it? So then it's like, oh, the friend is going to drop us, whatever, not cool. I'm telling her, yeah, so they've pulled up now to the guy's house and she's trying to get out the car. So I'm like, you're not getting out the car. Like, because you can't leave me. Do you get it? I don't know these people. I don't know this man.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm young myself. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So, and also, you're the only one with credit on your phone.
Oh.
The other girls, she's got credit. I'm the only one back to no service. For some reason, my service weren't working. And it's like, where are you going? Because you're the only one with credit. So even if like anyone tries to call us, she's gone off with the guy. I've sat in the car. This other guy's like, oh, do you want to come up to my house? I'm like, no, I'm just going to sit in the car because I don't know you. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Why she even got out of the car, I don't know. But I can't just we're all adults, so I can't start beating her up and saying what you're moving mad because we're in Kingston as well.
I would have started a fight long time to scare them.
But I had to hold my composure because it's like, she's an adult, she can do what she wants to do, but we don't really roll like that, so why are you doing that? And then she's called up saying that I've gone off and left her. So I don't know what she's done or whatever, why she's trying to lie now, saying I've gone up. Who
did she call?
She called the other girl at the hotel, saying I've gone off and left her. I'm thinking, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? Me, go off and leave you. You got to... I even asked her, why are you getting out the car? Where are you going? She's like, oh, no, don't worry, I'll be all right. I'm thinking, do you know what's wrong? Do you like your life? Like, what are you talking about?
It's that part, you know. Do you like your life?
Because you don't even know what's going on. And them times there was like actually unaliving a lot of young women, even if you're coming from foreign and all these things. So what are you doing? Yeah. Then now I've had my sister on the phone calling me, what? Are you mad? Why are you going off with man? Yeah. I said, me, go off with man, because that's what she's telling the other girl, and the other girl's called my sisters because they don't know where I am. Remember, I'm in the car, she's in the house, and they can't get through to me because she's the only one with service. So I'm saying, what the fuck? Me, go off with man? What the hell? I was just going to make sure she was even safe in the first place.
Because you didn't even want to go out in the
Nobody
beginning.
even knows where she's gone. She was going to, and then she didn't just go to the club and come home. She wants to go to street party and all these other things. I was thinking, you know what? Then, even towards the end of it, like we had some guys driving us around here, but they're like my mum's friend's friend or whatever. They were just like being nice to us, driving us around, whatever. And then we was all going to parties like the last night. She was trying to go to this party called Hennessy Blacks. Now they're like not dressed to go there. So why? Obviously we're English, so we're just dressed up anyway.
Yeah.
Like we're just we can probably get in.
Oh, the guys that you're with,
but they're
not
not
driving you
dressed,
around. They're not dressed to go to the party.
Obviously,
okay.
you know they're looking after us. They're taking. We're not paying them. Yeah. So like, why are we just gonna go? And she's like, I don't know. I said, you know what, my girl, if you want to get out and go, fuck off and go, because I'm gonna start mashing you up. No, because you know what, you're pissing me off now because you don't have no respect, because it's like, you've already done lied on me. You're lucky I didn't dash out the window from then. And I swear to God, no, because it takes me time, but you're now pissing me off now. You're getting on my last Clark nerves, and I'm like, I'm trying to hold it down because we're on holiday, because I don't want to go jail. But I said, you know, just fuck off and go where you're going. Call your people and see if they will drop you to the gate and we'll come pick you up. Because I'm not doing that. I don't play that they're taking us out. We're not paying them. We're not nothing. And we're just going to go off and leave them.
Yeah.
So
It's a
yeah,
bit
after
mad.
that, after the flight home was just very awkward. We didn't chat after that.
And that's why I solo
it's
travel.
too much. But then my core friends, we go out, we don't do them things. So it's like, what are you doing? That's all strange to me, because that would even make me want to fight you, because like if anything happens to you, we're getting blamed. Your family's gonna look on us and be like, why did you let her go?
The family?
Duh-duh-duh.
You're
Yeah.
worried about the family.
I'm just
You
saying.
better be worried about the po-po, because she ain't coming back and you might find her body in a bag.
No, but what I'm trying to say is that the family would be looking at, because we
Yeah,
all went
'cause-
together.
yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? No, police and all that ain't got nothing to do with me. I didn't do nothing to no one.
You said I'm not guilty.
No, I didn't do nothing to no one's picnic. She wants to go. She's a big woman. Make her go on. But at the end of the day, yeah,
We
we
to
all
stop
went
you, yeah.
together. Just like when she's coming out the car, I had to question her like a few times, like, because it's not registering me. Like, where are you going?
But this is the thing then, it brings up like the conversations of, in that situation, if something did happen to her, who's taking accountability for
Hold
that? Well, 1 second. Who's taking accountability for that? Is it the girl, although, you know, everyone would be like, oh, you're victim blaming this and that if something did happen, or is it, you know, or is it, okay, are you going to take accountability? Like, who, obviously it's not your fault if a guy attacks you, okay? Let's just get that
let's
right.
clear
It's not
that up,
your fault if a guy attacks you, okay? It's 100% his decision to do that, and he should feel the full force of the law if you decide to take it there. But it also, we need to address the fail safes that you've gone through. And just like Bomb Girl said, I had to question her a few times. Why are you going up to this man's house? Why are we going to this place when you said you only want us to go here? Why are you not reading the room and you've come with one people and you're leaving with a completely different group, or meeting up with a completely different group? Why are you making these dumb decisions?
I remember there's 3 sets of man that you talk to in the night, but I feel like also what you're failing to confirm and understand is that she could have put me in danger. It's not like she left her phone with me. I can contact the girl and be like, yeah, the other girl at the hotel, and then you told lies on me, and all these things. Anything could happen to me. I don't have no signal or whatever. My service weren't working.
Well, you know me, I'm a little life coach self now. There's 2 things prominently standing out here to me, and that is, first things first, no good deed goes unpunished.
True.
You know, you risk yourself to make sure she's safe, so because she could just send that guana the club. Secondly is, we need to understand who's who when we're going out. Acquaintances. We've just said 2 different stories, and it's been the acquaintance that's nearly made us get caught up.
The person you don't know.
The person we don't know is the one that has come along and made everybody vulnerable.
Yes.
Now that is sad. So what it means is, there's no room for acquaintances around here. It's either we're ride or dies, or we ain't nothing. You know, and that's sad, because when you're going and planning things like holidays or doing events and stuff like that, it's nice to be open to different characteristics. However, do you open yourself up to different characteristics at the safety of yourself? And this is where you have to question everything. Another thing that stands out to me is, are we asking the right questions? In my household, there's 2 words my children cannot come to me and ask me anything with, and that's why and but. Because if you are asking why, we're going to be here all day, because I can give you a whole shopping list plus a council tax list and a council housing list of reasons as to why we're not going to do that. And then but means you're refusing to take accountability, because anything before the but, you've cancelled out. Do you see what I'm saying? And this is why I always talk and teach about language. What is the language that we are speaking? I speak about it in one of my books. You know, the questions we need to be asking is who, what, when, where. Forget the why. Because when you know who you're going out with, what's the intention of where you're going, how are we getting there and back, Do you get what I mean? When is this taking place? Only then do you have the information to leave behind with somebody who's sitting in a safe space, i.e. your family, whether they're back home in the UK, in your sister's stance being abroad, or, you know, with who you are with. There needs to be somebody that you're with that understands location, that understands time frames. You know, just like I said with my mum, it's a case of she would never say no to us to not go. Why? Because she doesn't want to make
liars.
and have a
Sneaky
disadvantage on
people.
our experiences as well. She wants us to go out and experience the world, but at the same time she wants us to go out and experience the world in a safe manner.
But I just want to push back on the who though, because sometimes you can't always control that. Say if we're going out with a group of girlies or it's someone's birthday or whatever it is, and we've gone to some person's house and we're all pre-drinking there or whatever it is, we're having fun. I might know 3 out of the 5 girlies that are there or whatever it is, we've all come together. Do you know what I'm saying? So sometimes it just depends on what sort of circumstance it is.
You're
But
going to,
sometimes
yeah.
we can't control who we are around, but just as long as at the end of the day, I expect my friend to have a good judgment to bring good people around me. And if that's not the case, obviously that's a conversation for me and my friend to have and be like, don't bring that bitch around me ever again in your life. Otherwise we're gonna have a problem. Do you know what I'm saying? It's those things, but you would never find that out unless you're
On the first instance.
Yeah, exactly. Unless
Yeah.
you're in it to be like, yeah, that bitch ain't safe. I'm not going nowhere with her.
So
You know what I'm
after
saying?
this instance, me and we don't chat.
See?
Do you get what I'm trying to say? I will never speak to you because you're not my people.
Yeah.
You're not my group. You're not my people. I don't have those type of things. I don't play that. So, and you put me in danger. You're lucky it didn't reach where it was supposed to reach. I'm telling you. But no, because you put me. You didn't
No,
care.
it's
You're
true.
not.
You didn't care.
Your intentions is yourself and man. So, and I don't get that. I don't really care about man like that. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So
yeah.
your emphasis is all about man. Even from country, I should have known because she was moving a bit mad then with some man. And do you know what I mean? She was just moving bare mad with manny. She was just being manny.
Fair goats.
Put it that way. She was being manny. She was being manny, and I should have known. But you know, when you're young, you're not thinking that. You're just thinking, oh, she's doing her thing. I don't get down like that. Just leave her, let her do her thing. But we're all together at those times. But every time we're going somewhere, even in country, this next man is coming to the club. He's finding us there. I'm like, does this even make sense? How the hell is he here and we're here?
She is a liability.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
on
And
one,
she
drink
knows
a
all
red
the places
stripe.
to go. Like I said, she Jim Screeches and got the people's number at the dinner anyway. So that should have been. But obviously, the person I am, I'm not going to make her go by herself anyway because I'm just that type of person that even though I wouldn't want to go out with someone that gets drunk, if I know you and you're drunk and you're vulnerable, I'm going to look out for you because that's just the person I am. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not, I know you. Do you get it? Even if I didn't know you, I'll try to find someone that knows you that. Just make sure you're safe or keep an eye on you and make sure you got home safe. But yeah, just growing up, we was just taught, you know, you go out with your girlfriends, you stay with your girlfriends, you all come home together. If my friend, after I drop her home, she wants to go out with man, that's her business. I know she went home safe. That's it. And that's that. Those are my core beliefs with my core people. That's what we run with.
So let me ask you one more final thing, which is, what are the steps men and women can take in terms of dating or even when they're in the environment of a club? Because that's where it seems like this whole situations or things that can turn into bigger things that really don't need to be. People actually just, you know, use their common sense. So I'm saying, like, what steps in both of your opinions would you take to kind of stamp all that out? Like, what advice would you give? Like, for men and women. I'll start with you, Sinead.
That's a difficult one. Do you want my mummy perspective because I have a son too? Or do you want my... I don't even know.
I want your woman perspective.
You want my woman perspective?
Yeah, your woman perspective.
Okay. I would say the steps that you take, first and foremost, is whoever's at base is home. You allow them to be open and honest and transparent about where you're going, who you're going with,
Yeah.
and leave the details. And that comes from having healthy relationships with your children or your friends or your peers, whichever, wherever you've met these people. I think it's important that we let each other know where we are at certain places and certain points. I think things like air tags are great. I think things like air tags have really become a thing of 2025, and I want to see them being used a lot more in terms of children and adults.
Oh, no, that's right.
I think that we could take steps in. Well, my mother raised me, you know, go on no date if you not no money in your purse, turn your yard. You understand? And if you haven't got enough money in your purse to be actually able to cover the bill twice, you should not be even out your house.
Okay.
You know, if you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it. Do you get what I mean? Because you don't know how that date's going to land up. Are you going to get stood up? If you're going to get stood up, that's fine. Still be able to order yourself a meal. You know, your feelings matter too. If it's a case of the date goes left, I know I saw a TikTok recently where the guy and the girl was in the Nando's and he gave her one piece of chicken.
Oh yeah, I saw that. And
saw
she
that?
started dashing water and stuff.
And she dashed water over him. Yeah, mad thing. And in a situation like that, I would never humiliate myself to that. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's Nando's, 25 quid, you're sorted, babe. Do you get what I mean? Like, come on, why are we humiliating
And first
ourselves?
of all, you even sat down and ate Nando, so
Do you get what I'm
there's a thing in
saying?
itself. Take the chicken and move about your business.
I think things like that are very important. A lot of people are dating on empty pockets.
True.
And not only are they dating on empty pockets, they're dating on empty mindsets.
True.
A lot of people are dating with lustful intentions as opposed to healthy relationship intentions or marital intentions, you know. And what I need people to understand is even when the deal is sealed and the relationship is healthy and there is marriage, dating is still needed. It's required. Why? Because it's a space where you get to consistently know your person. You're never going to know a person inside out. So you have to now build upon trust. What does your safety around trust look like? So yeah, those are a few that just spring to my mind off the top, to be fair.
Okay. And Bomb Girl, what would you say in terms of men and women, the steps that they need to take in terms of keeping themselves safe, in terms of the club environment and also just dating in general?
So I agree with Lip Mummy, 100%. I think let at least one person know who the person looks like, where you're going, or just drop your location, do your live location. If you want to air tag, that's fine. Yeah, you get to know the person, but ask the right questions as well. Ask the right questions so you can get the right answers and figure out and see exactly who it is you're dealing with. And don't give too much information. Just say something like, oh, I'll know when I see it. So then that person doesn't have much to go on if they're playing into a role that they think is going to get them where because
Their expectations.
remember, we were told that, you know, some women don't have plans, but men have plans for you. Do you understand? So if you don't know the man's plan, like if once he knows your plan, it's very easy, or not just him, women as well. Once they know your plan, it's very easy for me to play that role because now I know what you want. Now I know how I'm going to get to my end goal. And we was told women are goalkeepers, men are goal scorers. So at the end of the day, if you get the game from men, there's a man telling us that. So do you get what I'm trying to say? So then you know how to go. But sometimes, you know, I see a lot of naive women. You don't know the play before it's done if you don't know it.
Yeah.
So you really need to be observant about what is going on. But like I said, at least make one person know what the person looks like, where you're going, and try just have more questions. Be more intentional, because if someone's really getting pissed off of you asking questions, then they got something to hide as well. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Because there was one woman in America, and I saw her story as well. She was saying that she was asking the man to get tested before they stepped together. They were dating or whatever. The man wouldn't get tested. And then he must have gave her a fake test. And she was like, if I didn't notice that, you know, the man had HIV.
And you just literally ate up what I was thinking. Ladies, do not be afraid to carry your own
and like
protection.
And then, and like she said as well, you go, like, you know, we've seen it on social media, people getting flown out this way, that way. You don't have money to get home, so really the ball is not in your court now.
Yeah.
You don't. You're going there on the pretense of this, but now you're held at will to do favors and acts for people that you don't even really want to do. But obviously maybe they didn't make it out like that. But once you're there.
And in a country you don't know.
Yeah, but if you got your own money, all right, but I'm gone. I'm getting my flat and I'm going. You get it?
I think
so you don't feel pressured into doing what you don't want to do. So yeah, make sure you have your money as well. Don't. It's implied, but don't be expecting people to pay, because sometimes that is a control. That is a way.
Yeah,
of,
it's a way of control. Yeah,
because you've seen it. Oh, okay, you're not going to have sex with me.
It's not a way of control.
I've cancelled your flight back home.
No.
How are you getting home?
It's not a way of control. We're going to call it what it is. It's abuse. Financial abuse is real. It's so real, and we need to understand how real financial abuse is.
You also need to understand that for a majority of men, money is access to women.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of men have said this to me. That's how I know that. So once they get, because you know
they have to. Wearing teaming.
They have to.
Like, go away with your TikTok shop dress.
Not just that, but they have to work their way up to a certain level to get access to women.
They have to add value to themselves.
Yeah, you have to add value to yourself. A lot women don't. Obviously, we do, but we don't really.
Not
I just find it weird that these men are impressing DH Gate babes. Do you get what I mean? Like,
because they're impressed by DH Gate.
Half of these men.
What? How you mean they're dressing in?
Bags,
but
dresses.
that's what I'm saying. It's status. It makes them look, so they have access.
Yeah, they have access.
You're doing it for access.
Women. Yeah, it's true.
And you're doing it for validation from the man them. Oh, that looks hard. Okay, and is it paying you? Like,
it's true.
You're doing it for the man them to be like, oh, that's mad. Where did you get it from?
I love when I see a broke babe with a good bag. She wears it all year round.
But you can always notice when also a woman has, because you're going in the dance, or we go dance, you go in the dance with your nice bag and then you ain't got no money to buy no drink.
What? Listen, anyway.
Let's take time on them. Let's just take a little time on the people, them.
But listen, guys, this has been a really great conversation. And I feel like we also need a part 2. And I feel like I do want to include some guys on this because...
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I really feel like that's the case. But thank you guys for watching my episode. I really appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed. And see you on the next one. Bye. So, yeah, I mean, thanks for coming, guys.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it.
Welcome. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for inviting me. And you know that I'm so proud of you for your first episode and season of your podcast. Yes. Who don't know better get to know. Right. However, I come bearing gifts, okay? Because that's just who I be. So I wanted to give you this to say congratulations. Okay. It's nothing too crazy, but there is some flowers in there. There is a copy of one of my latest books, The Emotionally Immature Woman Girl. So do feel free. Wow. It's signed.
Oh, God.
And yes.
Please look at this. Yes.
Yes. I couldn't make you go on Amazon and get it. I had to give you a copy.
Oh my gosh. And you signed it. I know that's
have.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh, I want to cry now.
Don't cry.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, get your flowers when you're alive.
That is that part, okay?
Oh, thank
you. We do love her, even though she can be a pain.
I know. I love the pain. Bye, guys.